So we're back with the gang. So today, plan kind of is just to get more recruits, train up Beep and the gang, and to also get Beep a new weapon. Because my plan is that Beep won't be using the katana as his primary weapon, it'll be his secondary, but I've been using the katana this whole time to try to train up his dex, right? The weapon I want Beep to use, probably the best weapon in the game, called the Falling Sun. It's a heavy weapon, and as it stands, I don't think Beep has the strength to use a high quality one. That's what we'll be doing today, right? Cat, he's just going to be doing some research. He already did all the free research that was available, but he needs some more research books. I'll buy him some books to give him something to do. We're going to do some mining, and Beep is going to train up his strength. I think that's the plan for now. And then once he's kind of got a full backpack, we'll kind of travel around the world with him. I think Jerry's our slowest member at the moment. No, actually, Oron is. So we have the party mine some iron so that we can kind of carry it around and kind of train up our strength. And luckily, Oron actually has a strength multiplier, so she'll actually train it a lot faster than Beep. On gang, you've got this. Ooh, Oron's already down, dang. Ooh, good job, Jerry. Jerry, you absolute menace. He's taken down 2 of those guys already, and he's about to take that guy down. Oh, what the hell? Jerry's a carry, bro. Beep's done well in this fight as well, but Jerry's actually just like carrying. This is why Beep needs the Fallen Sun. He needs to be able to carry. How badly? He didn't even get that badly battered either. So we pick up the bounty that we took down with Oron, and we can kind of see that Oron's strength is training very quickly. Meanwhile, Beep's is training a bit slower, but a lot of that is more the skill level that he's at, rather than the racial bonus that he's suffering from. So from that trip, Oron got 4 strength. Wish her dexterity and katanas was a bit better, but she's been doing mixed stuff. What the fuck is happening here? Thing is, it doesn't matter because Jerry is such a beast. Oh yeah, these guys will be easy as. Look, Jerry's got one of your limbs. He's gonna go play after this. Thank you, Jerry. You're actually the hero of this episode right now. A little bit of fighting kind of actually helps the training because they lose some strength off their chest injuries, and luckily that's where both of them got hit so bad. So yeah, I'll just be doing a lot of training here. Beep is currently at 43 strength, and Oron is currently at 20. And once we finish our strength training, Oron's managed to double her strength from 20 to 40, which allows her to kind of carry all the stuff she's got on her quite well. Meanwhile, Beep only got about 10 levels, but his levels are actually much more important, as not only is it carry weight, but it's also efficiency with the Falling Sun, and extra blunt damage from it as well. We're off to this area here. It's gonna be a pretty long journey, so I'm sure there's gonna be some interruptions along the way. Yeah, so this is what I was talking about with the Dust Bandits and all that. So this is the Dust Reaver base now, which this used to just be some random, like, outpost. So we finally made it to the Deadlands. These guys are just gonna hide out here. They don't need to come along, right? Although a bit depressing, I think this area is very atmospheric. And we're here. We've made it. We're here for the scrap house. And what we're here for, the Falling Sun. And holy shit, they're expensive. Okay. Now, I was kind of here to grab the highest quality Falling Sun, but it's kind of out of our budget, and it was probably a bad idea to get anyway. So we kind of just deal with a Mark III for now. I'm gonna be honest, he looks extremely threatening. If I saw Beep running around, I would be terrified as a bandit. Come on, Beep, show us what your weapon's capable of. Now, unfortunately, Beep isn't capable with his weapon, so he does get knocked down by the hoarded Dust Bandits. So we have Beep grab our party members and set up a small little camp to kind of heal up a little bit, before we head off to a nearby way station so we can properly heal. So we'll have Beep rest first, then Jay, then Oron. Oh, Jerry's an adult. Looking for a merc. Looking to hire some bodyguards for a day, please. Now we're off to take on the Black Dragon Ninjas, which is a 40k bounty split between 2 people. We still have to hire mercenaries for now, but I'm hoping eventually we'll be able to take these kind of bounties on our own. And we've arrived at our destination, the Black Dragon Ninja Tower. So this fight probably still will be a little bit difficult, but we should have it. I'm here to attack you lads. Jerry is already unconscious, what the hell? And it doesn't take long until everyone else follows suit. Clearly, I'd underestimated this fight, as these ninja guards not only screw up my squad, but also managed to screw up the mercenaries. So we try to grab Jerry and run out of there, but the ninja catch us, and they're so much faster than us. Not just because they're not carrying anything, but the ninjas are just fast in general. So even though I try to get Jerry out of there, I have to try to fight them, and Beep goes down. Stay down, Jay. Just stay down. You good chick. Fuck, I did not realize these dudes were that strong. It makes sense, there's 40k bounty between the two, but... So, the rest of this is pretty much just struggling to keep everyone alive. We save Oron, and we try to get Jay to full health, but we only heal her a bit, just kind of delaying her death. Now, the plan is to wait until nightfall and then run away with Jay. But unfortunately, the ninja had a light shining directly on Beep. So now the only plan we have is to grab Jay and just try to make a run for it. So we do that, but unfortunately they knock us down again. Now, we go back and kind of loot all the mercenaries that we'd hired that got knocked down, and we get some pretty good loot from that. And this continues until the next day, with Oron getting knocked down in the early morning. But luckily, that's kind of the end of it. We have Beep heal everyone up, and then we head over to the hub, so we can recover and take an easier target. Heading back to the hub, we've found these guys over here. They're just outlaws. About 4 grand bounty between the two of them. Hello. Here is one bounty, good sir. Oh, hello, sir. I have a second bounty for you. So the Shek kind of like me a bit now. We're about 25 relations. I have a bounty in mind we can do, and I don't even think we need bandits to do it. So we've arrived at this way station right here. It's just a little bit southwest of Skun. And just south of this way station is an exile camp, which has a certain bounty. There is a very easy 10,000 cat bounty. Look at them. They don't even know what's coming to them. Let's do this. You guys don't stand a chance. Okay, currently we're just fighting 3 of them because the other group isn't even, like, coming over. Now, other than the bounty that's here, they've actually got some, like, decent equipment. Like, the one that Ochron's fighting there has fucking samurai leg plants. We defeated the first lot, and they just completely do not, like, care. And so we take the weapons off the guys we've taken down, as we don't want them getting back up and fighting us again. We'll sell off all the gear we found there. Might as well. We'll set up a little camp here for the night, you know? Heal up. The campfire's just there for aesthetics. I have nothing to cook. We'll need it for the future, probably. I am planning on getting another recruit from that way station just up above, but I think with that name and her kind of general style of clothing, she's going to be the martial artist. Oh, what the hell? One of them came up here. Who's this? Oh, it's their leader. And because the leader is alone, it's pretty easy to take her on 5-on-1. But we didn't actually just come here for the bounty, we kind of came here for some stat grinding. So I go to fight the camp, but they are a pretty big group, so they do take us down. But luckily their AI is pretty dumb. These bandits are blind as hell. Like, look at this guy, he just isn't even looking at her, just looking straight forward. I mean, either way, I have to stay here to get the bounty, but yeah, I'll just train up against these guys. And kind of see how much training we can get. Oh no, Slick lost an arm. Oh, can you guys not do this? Cool, Jay just lost 2 limbs because of that. And things get worse as some ruined skin spiders come up on our sleeping party members. And unfortunately, Beep isn't actually around at this point, so they do get battered a bit. Running away, you better be running away, you little bastard. And so we end up taking out the last skin spider, and because I'm kind of just done with this area, I recruit some mercenaries to take out the rest of the camp. Let's finish this fight, get the bounty, and recover. That's what this whole episode is, it's recovering. Doing well? Nice. Need to really heal her, so we'll just pick her up. 10,000 cats, yes please, I need it desperately. So 16 grand. That is more than enough for a leg. Not really a great arm, but that's actually fine. So Oron's off to mining iron, so we can do some more strength training with both Beep and Slick. And we also grabbed the new cybernetic replacements we need for Jay and Slick as well. So yeah, now more training with Slick this time. Let's go. Some outlaws. Oh, okay. Oron, you go fight those guys. Let's see, does she have what it takes to fight 3 outlaws? Beep would. My faith was misplaced. Boom, there we go. She can now robotics herself. And so we have Cat deconstruct the previous research bench, as it's kind of past its prime, and we can now build ourselves a tier 2 research bench. Onto the research bench Mark 2. Fits nicely there. And weight training. So currently we're not using power, but I think the next research bench takes about 10 power, and the hub will not be able to manage that. So we need to get into a city that has, you know, more power, more shops, just more everything. So I think I know where we're going to head off after we've trained up a bunch. And we've finally built the weight bench. I say finally, I mean, it took us not that long. The reason we're not having Beep train here is because the max skill level was 59, and as you reach closer and closer to that skill level, they actually train quite slowly. And Beep is strength 54, so he's only got like 5 levels to get off that. Where Slick, she's got a ton to gain, and she'll do it fast. And watch this training bar go up. This is triple speed, but like that's a level of strength right there. And then like she's already halfway to the next level, right? Like it's very quick. So turns out I got the wrong kind of leg. It was the right leg I needed. You know what? Surely someone will lose a leg eventually, so we'll keep that in storage for now. Even though it takes quite a long time, we do train Slick up to level 45 strength. And although I don't show it, we also train Oron up to the same strength level. Beep got up to a respectable 62 strength during all that as well, which is pretty nice, pretty nice. But with that, we are going to go on another adventure. I've decided, because of how much we're struggling, we're going to take down one of the Dust Bandit Remnants, one of the Splinter groups, right? I'm not even sure if these guys will actually win the fight, but they won't die, so that's all that matters. Okay, lads, all you can do is try your best. I don't know if they'll win this. Oh my goodness. Okay, Beep surely will carry it. Us Reavers are now hostile towards us. Fair enough. Wait, their leader has a weapon I actually really badly want, and Slick is already down. Jerry and Beep, the MVPs of this squad, honestly. With that, let's see what we can grab from them. And we now grab Oron her new permanent weapon, the Foreign Saber. And while we're here, we'll use their beards. So yeah, while we have time, we'll rest up here, loot everything here, and head off, sell off all our gear. So I think our power level are about Dust Bandits right now. These are the guys that we should be training up against until they become too easy. So Jerry is now practically at 1x stat multiplier. And looking at his stats, they're pretty much where I want them to be, honestly. I mean, he definitely could have gotten more training if I had kind of pushed it, but there was a lot of other stuff I needed to do as well, like train up our other party members and such. But even with that said, he does get a bigger multiplier than 1. So he'll have a 1.15 times or 1.35. Well, let's see how this works. Dust Raiders are now hostile against us. That's amazing. I think this will be a nice helmet for Oron, although it would be nice if her face didn't... Oh no, it's just the horns are clipping through. Oh, another bedroll. I won't say no to that. Oh, it helps if I get close enough. Another backpack. So now we can have Jay kind of equip one, although she could maybe equip a small one. Other than that, there wasn't really much notable loot to be found. And now with Jay's new cybernetic upgrades, we can welcome her back into the adventuring group. But next up, I think, it's a bit bold, but we take everybody, including Cat, to the Great Desert. Pretty useful place to train now. We can fight manhunters, we can fight, you know, vagrants. Kind of a good place to kind of progress even more. And then we can also buy a new city there, house there, sorry. But before we do that, we have one small stop to make in the swamp. Okay, Red Sabers are attacking us, so I guess we're going to stay in the swamp longer than I partially want to. This is the swamp experience. Just ninjas, Red Sabers. All we need are the blood spiders, and then we have the full swamp experience. So we did make it into town, thankfully. The ninjas did also follow us all the way in, but look at this. Look at these guys. I've never seen that armor before. That looks cool. So we'll take on Silvershade. It'll be a Hiver Prince, which I had none in mind to take on. He's unique recruit, which is cool. We'll leave him as default. Bar number 2. Oh, I think that's him, yeah? Yeah, green. Okay, good. We don't have to go further into this one. And he only costs 2,300 cats. So for this kind of recruit, Like, that's pretty good. Like, 65 crossbow, 78 turrets. That we won't be using turrets probably. So for now, we're going to head back to the hub. And then once we've kind of gotten all our belongings together, we're going to go to the Great Desert. They really are going to pick a fight with this group. It's not a good decision, bro. To sort of get us some easy loot, carve them down. I mean, you'll definitely carve down Silvershade. Beep is the strongest. You know what, Beep? I think you've earned it. I'll give Beep that one. He has become one of the strongest. I mean, look at his stats. Jesus. Green could use a better weapon, but honestly, I think this is okay for a crossbow for now. It's a fast-shooting, low-quality crossbow, which at the moment, that's kind of good for training. Although the longer they take to aim, the more XP they get. So it might be better to give them a slow-shooting crossbow. Well, that's kind of cool. They mentioned about Tora the Gutless, they're calling it. I like that. I like those little things in Kenshi where they react like that. Small quiver, which is part of a mod. We can put our arrows in here. It'd be cool if they stacked, but whatever. We have Return Cat, and we have a couple new party members. Now, we're going to leave most of this stuff in this chest here. If we need it, we'll come back for it. We are going to dismantle the research bench because we will probably build one in the Great Desert. And we'll bring the building materials and stuff. And we'll also buy greener sidearm, just a ninja blade. Doesn't have to be anything too fancy. We kind of have to plan this journey, right? So we definitely want to go through Skinner's Roam. We probably don't want to go through the Dead Lands. So that leaves the best route being through Venge. I think that is the best route. Feels bad, but I want a good Drifter's leather jacket, and they only sell prototype. I will take the prototype, but it does feel bad. And also some samurai pants. Looks like this Dust Bandit camp picked a fight with us. Bandit Camp 75 has been wiped out. I'm actually kind of glad that they went through that fight. Because even though I didn't want to get injured and have to heal up, it was interesting to see how far they've come since the Exile camp when they lost their limbs. Really hungry bandits. You see all the dead, bloody fucking dudes here? So after many fights, I've decided this area is not a safe place to rest. So we're officially in Venge. If I'm being honest, I just want to get through this zone as quickly as possible. This area is... we're not prepared for it. Just an unpleasant biome. We will come back here, by the way. There's a unique recruit in here somewhere. I can't spot where he is right now, but he is essential for this playthrough. So, we're not in the Great Desert yet. This is the Grey Desert, which... kind of next door to it. Not really. The Great Desert's up here, the Grey Desert's down here. But this is kind of in the center of the United States territories. Because this is a very unique way station. It is the only one, I think, that I know of with a building you can buy. And this is a really good area to train as well. A tower is kind of a cool structure to build in. But I think this is a cool location. It's kind of in the middle of a lot of areas. Kind of the safe area for us for now on the right side of the map, where the hub's for the left. And then later, maybe we buy one south and one north. Yeah, I like that. That's what's gonna happen. One last fight to leave it off. Cloud Ninjas. Oh, crap. I thought these were different enemies. This group's come a long way. From getting, like, basically beaten up from every enemy they face, they can now take on ninjas. Ninjas are actually, like, a pretty difficult enemy type to defeat as well. And Beep's gotten very used to using his heavy weapon. He's got level 30-ish heavy weapons now. Got some good dexterity training, but what I'd really want is a bit more strength training. I think around 75 would be a good strength for him to have. This gives him a massive crossbow effect. Oh, it gives him a minor crossbow effect, actually. Could also put it on Jay. I think it would work pretty well on Jay. That does give them very similar armor types. And I think a guardless katana for green, because that gives him more attack bonus. And that's honestly what we need on him for now. And ending it with 25k. This is only 21k, so we can actually afford it. Oh my goodness, we need a lot of resources. So yeah, that's the end of this part. Next time we're going to try to take on some pretty big bounties, including the Screamer Twins, or whatever they're called. The guys who have Agnew, which is one of our next recruits. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video and you want to see more, maybe you could hit that subscribe button. If you didn't like it, you could dislike the video if you want. It's up to you. But nonetheless, that's the end of this part of Beep's Bizarre Adventure. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.